Hello everyone, welcome to Java Tutorials. My name is Kishore. In this video, we will discuss what happens if you try to override static methods. Usually, you cannot override static methods. If you try to override static methods, then it is called as method hiding, but not method overriding. Trying to override methods is important when you want the methods to be called based on the type of object you use. So to understand that, say for example, I have a class called logger with a static method log. Let's say this is going to print some blocks, logger log. And let me create different types of logger like file logger that extends logger class, and we will try to rewrite the same static method in the subclass thinking that it is overridden, and we will print here file logger, and then we will also create one more class which is going to be a database logger, and the log method should log the database operations. We might be thinking that based on the object type, the log method will be called, thinking that it is overridden. So usually what happens in method overriding, you create a reference of superclass, and the superclass reference can take different types of subclass objects. And whenever you call the overridden method, based on the type of subclass object, the methods will be called. But in case of static methods, you don't need an object. You just need the class name itself to call the static methods. So usually what happens at runtime, the overridden method is going to be called based on the type of object. But in case of static methods, resolution of the methods are determined at the compilation time itself, not at the runtime. Because of that, it is treated as method hiding, not method overriding. Say, for example, you have overridden the log method thinking that at runtime you get the log method based on the type of object because you override to achieve that runtime polymorphism. Let's say I have a reference of superclass logger, and you have different type of object. Let's say new logger, then you call the log method. Now you might be thinking that the log method will be called based on the object, but this log method is determined at the compilation time only on which class it has to be executed because log is static, and what is the class name of this logger reference is logger class. So at the compilation time only it is understood the log method of logger class should be executed. Let's say you assign the subclass object file logger and again call the log method, thinking that the overridden method will be called. Again, at the compilation time itself, it is determined the log method should be called based on the class name of this variable, that is logger class log method it is going to be executed. Let us run this program and notice you are not getting the log method of the subclass, you are getting the log method of logger class. Let me assign database logger object also and call the log method. Even in this case also, the log method invocation is determined at the compilation time itself. If I run the program, you still see the log method called on the reference of that class, not on the object. So because of this reason, this is not called as method overriding, it is called as method hiding. Method overriding means you will have a runtime polymorphic behavior where the method invocation is determined at the runtime based on the type of object. And for static methods, you would use the class name to call the methods. For that reason, it is called as method hiding. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.